What's up, Cancer? With your soul connections and separation reading. These are time stamped because time is fluid and everyone is at different roads, different paths in their life. So when this video finds you, it was meant to be. This is for those who believe they are in separation from someone they have a soul connection with. I'm not going to title this twin flame, past life, soulmate, star-crossed, karmic, whatever it is, as long as you know it's a person that you have at one point in time bonded with and you feel that that's your person. Okay, so this is the reading for you if you are disconnected from someone you believe you are tied to on a divine level, on a soul level, okay? So I do channel through the divine masculine and divine feminine. Please keep in mind that cards are gender neutral. Masculine can be a feminine can be a masculine, okay? Or both. So just keep in mind when I do read this, okay? I will be putting the masculine on top and then I will be doing the feminine at the bottom. So Spirit, what are we allowed to know? Tell me about the divine masculine. Tell me about the past energy. What are we allowed to know? Tell me about the energy. Judgment reverse and King of Cups. Interesting. So we do have a pair here. Queen of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. Death. Two of Cups. Knight of Wands reverse. Four of Cups reverse. Nine of Swords reverse. Six of Cups. Oh, there's that nostalgia. And King of Pentacles reverse. Okay, very, very interesting energy here. Okay, overall we have Four of Wands reverse, Queen of Cups, and Six of Pentacles. This is a queen who looks very concerned. You know, she almost looks really sad. This is not a really happy queen in my opinion in this deck. They don't make her very happy, okay? I feel like this is someone who's looking upon a situation with generosity, with kindness. This is you, I feel though. I feel like you're being represented by someone who is emotionally stable, by someone who's very intuitive and someone who knows what they want. Someone who's been very calm and patient and wanting to give compassion to someone, wanting to be generous with someone, but their back has been turned. Okay. I feel like you guys have been very generous with other people and there's someone that you're longing to share your life with, someone that you want to be generous with. But I feel like this is someone who also maybe have gone through a lot of imbalance in their life. I definitely feel like there's some situation where you guys may have been waiting for someone who, could be transient or could have a lot of home conflicts or just instability in their life. Okay. So I feel like because of this, you guys in the meantime have turned your back. Okay. And I feel like, it's almost like she's almost in a storm. It doesn't look like it's very beautiful weather here. And I feel like you're just almost waiting for things to get better. You're waiting for better weather. You're waiting for someone, longing for someone to share your life with, someone that will be balanced with you, someone that will be fair with you. And I feel like overall, you're just done with instability. Overall, you're just done with people who aren't going to be generous with you. Okay. And you're longing for true love. Okay. You realize that someone might be unawoken. You realize that although you can be patient till you're blue in the face, sometimes there's some people you can't change. And you're realizing that, okay? Why is Four of Wands here, please? Yeah, see, there's definitely someone, this is Sagittarius energy that I feel like you've been patient for, but I feel like there's just so much instability in their life. I feel like this is someone who lives their life in excess, and their emotions is not balanced. They're not done with healing. Okay. This is someone who still has a lot of meaning in their life to find, someone who's still not awoken and still someone who has a lot of lessons to learn. And they're not on the level that you are spiritually. This is someone who is not, their eyes are just not as open to the connection. This is someone who's very narrow-minded and someone who's stuck in their old ways. This is someone who can also have an addiction and can use things in excess. The Temperance, please. Yeah, I feel like this is someone who is their own worst enemy and creates conflict in their life. I feel like this is someone who procrastinates in regards to improving their life. I feel like you are free of this person. And I feel like now that you're free of this person, you're exploring. And I feel like you're no longer waiting. Okay. Because I feel like you guys are just becoming really discouraged, and I feel like you're losing faith in this person. With the Judgment in reverse, you've been hearing rumors about them. People are telling you about poor decisions they're making. This person could be dealing with a lot of karma. I feel like this person is heavily dealing with karma, and I feel like you realize that their karma is their karma. Your life is your life. No matter how much you love someone, no matter how much you want to share your life with someone, there's life lessons that we have to go through on ourselves. There's things that we have to adhere to in our soul contracts. And I definitely feel though, although you really want to help this person, although you really love this person, this is someone who's made their own bed and must lie in it. And I feel like they're facing their own karma. And I feel like they have been making poor choices, and that's why they are in the situation that they are in. And I feel like, you may have tried to help this person, but realize that by helping them, you're only putting them at a disadvantage, because this is not something that you are intended to intervene in. This is something that they were divinely guided to learn. Okay. So I feel like you're realizing that this person might be more of a karmic partner. And I feel like you have grown discouraged. Okay. They could be dealing with a lot of karma. With the King of Cups here, more water energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I feel like you're looking for someone who's more, has more control in their life, has more balance in their life. And I feel like you're ready for love. And I feel like you're just putting this in the past. You don't want to deal with this. You're looking for someone who has their life together. You don't want to deal with someone who's unawoken. You've been patient long enough. No matter how much they pull on your heartstrings, you're not going to wait for this person. I feel like you're ready for new love. Okay. Star. No, why is the Judgment here, please, Spirit? Why is the Judgment here, please? Yeah, I feel like you've already hit rock bottom. And I feel like right now you're trying to improve your life. You're following your heart. You have a cup and you are on the move. Okay. For some of you, this person you're dealing with was really short. What is that Lord's name on Shrek? The little short one. I feel like that's who you guys are dealing with, someone who's really short. But I'm just kidding. So I feel like right now though, you guys are on the move, on your horse, and you're looking for love, and you're wanting to improve your life, realizing that things can only get better now. And you're looking for someone who's more mature. You're looking for someone who's more emotionally stable. You're looking for someone who can give you the love the way you want to be loved. Okay. And I don't feel like this is your ex. I feel like you guys have someone new coming towards you. With the Ace of Swords, I definitely feel like there's some sort of breakthrough that's going to happen. Okay, there's definitely some breakthrough. There's newness here. But I feel like you're going towards financial security. I feel like you're taking care of your business, what it is that you need to do. I don't feel like you even want to know about your ex at this point, and that's why they're not showing me this. I feel like you're all about transformation. I feel like you're letting the old things die out. This is also Scorpio energy. I feel like right now you're just going through a transformation in your life. You're ending a cycle and you're waiting for change. You're holding your pentacle, and I feel like you don't even want to know about your ex. Okay. You don't even want to know about your ex. I feel like you just want to move on to the next chapter in your life. You're starting to see things more clearly. You're starting to be more practical, and you're starting to become a better person. And that's beautiful. I don't even feel like that's your ex's energy. I just feel like, someone could see that you have changed. Someone can see that you've cut them off. But I feel like more so you're focusing on new love. You're ready for new love. Why is the Ace of Swords here, please? Yeah. Yeah, see, you're going towards new love. Some of you could have just started messaging someone new, new cute messages. When you get butterflies when someone hits you up. With the Page of Cups here, this is really cute. I feel like there's definitely someone who might be interested in you, but I definitely see that there's someone who sees potential with you, or there's someone that may have just recently caught your eye, but you definitely see long-term potential with them. This is definitely someone who has opportunity to bring you happiness or long-term commitment. This is someone that could bring your wildest dreams coming true. The water signs, King of Cups, Page of Cups, Knight of Cups. I always think of them as like romantic people, you know, someone who will take you to like a nice Italian dinner and get you some nice wine or really ask you on a date, you know, treat you like how you should be treated. Or someone who's very romantic at heart, like, no matter who you are, masculine, feminine, this is just definitely someone who's emotionally stable and someone who's just really mature on who they are. And the death, please. So I feel like you guys have your dreams coming true. I feel like there's one. Ooh, no. The death card, please. Why is this here? Yeah, see, I feel like you're just at a crossroad in your life and it's like, you know I have a difficult choice to make. I know there's been a lot of indecisions and I'm at a stalemate, but I'm done with it. I know I'm not going back. Okay. 2 of Swords, please. Yeah, you're not going to be stuck on someone who is not willing to share with you. With the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, you don't want anyone who's stingy. You don't want anyone who's not going to be generous towards you. You only want someone who treats you like you should be treated, someone who puts you on a pedestal. Okay. All right. And externally, I do feel like this person does feel a magnetic attraction. Again, this is more cup energy. Okay. There's definitely someone outside of your inner circle, someone. This is not your emotion. This is this other person's emotion. I feel like this person feels that you could balance them. They do feel attracted to you. They do feel a bond with you. They do see you as someone who, you know, is soulmate potential, someone who they can be with for long term. Okay. Clarify 2 of Cups. Yeah, there's definitely someone here who wants to work on a situation with you, who wants to give you an offer. This could be someone that you work with. Someone who drops little subtle hints, maybe tries to make a joke as a page. Definitely someone you can meet through a coworker if you don't work with them, someone who you can meet through a friend at work. Okay. But the obstacle in this connection is the Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay. So just make sure that you don't let your ex play, you know, on your heart. Like I said, this is someone, I feel like some of you, your ex is holding on tightly to you and they know how to pull your strings. They know how to work you. But with the Knight of Wands here, that could be an obstacle. So don't let someone from your past ruin your future. Don't let this person from your past come in between you and your new person who could bring you happiness. Who is this Knight of Wands, please? Because, yeah, see, this is someone, I feel like you have a new person coming in with love, but I feel like your ex is not happy about it because how your ex feels about you, we have 4 of Cups in reverse. So this is definitely someone who feels that you have gone through an awakening and you're choosing happiness, but I don't feel like this person's happy about it. I feel like this person's angry that you might have moved on and they don't have you anymore. And I definitely feel like because you moved on, you're choosing happiness, you've had an awakening, they're upset. Yeah. So I feel like you have someone trying to give you a new offer. You're going towards a new offer. And I feel like your ex may not be happy, but don't let them interfere with new beginnings. Okay. Going forward, we have 9 of Swords in reverse, 6 of Cups, and Knight of King of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. Why do I keep doing this, you guys? I tell you. Woo, it's been a long day. It's been a long week, actually. With the King of Pentacles, I feel like there's definitely someone that you do have fond memories with. You really do. You know, there's a lot of nostalgia there. And you do look back on the good times, okay? But I also feel like you are also recognizing that this person is someone who is not able to give you what it is that you want. This is someone who's not able to fully share their life with you and someone who is not adapted to present time. This is someone who's very self-indulgent and someone who's very self-centered. And I feel like although you have good memories, you're letting go. You're no longer worried about this person. And I feel like you're no longer stressing out about them. You have released their energy. But this person knows that you're a good person and this person knows that they can work you when they want to. So I definitely feel like with the 9 of Swords in reverse here, you know, this person might be reaching out to you hoping that you'll take them back. But I feel like you are releasing this and I feel like you're no longer being stuck. And I feel like you're getting over this anxiety over this person. You're not worried about this person. And I feel like you're letting them go. And because of that, because this person doesn't feel your energy, they're panicking. They're definitely panicking. Okay. Spirit, why is the 9 of Swords here, please? Yeah, see, I feel like this person had you stuck. This person had you feeling weak. But I feel like you're giving up on this person because you're being divinely guided to. This is also Pisces energy. I definitely feel like you're being guided to overcome, to find the strength. I feel like you're giving up. You're no longer going to be weak to this person. You're no longer going to let this person keep you stuck and feel insecure. You are moving on. And I feel like don't let this person interfere with new love because that is their intention, is what I see. Okay. It says, be alert. You may find yourself a victim because of another person's jealousy or dishonesty. Be alert. Situation now calls for clarity. Pay attention while driving into details. Like I said, be alert, you guys. I'm warning you. I definitely feel like this is an ex that doesn't want you to move on. Okay, just be aware of that. Whew. And home. You may find that someone is pushing you to the limit, forcing you to become more protective of your home and family. For reasons of security, you may find it necessary to move yourself and your family to another location. Follow your intuition. All will be well. Okay. So you guys, a lot of you could have children as well. Just make sure you protect yourself, protect your children, especially if this is a very abusive ex. Don't be afraid to reach out to people. Don't be afraid to speak up. If you feel like you're in danger, don't be afraid to seek out resources and to, especially if someone's putting you in danger, don't be afraid to call the cops. And I feel like you need to be alert. If you need to get a protective order, you need to get a protective order. So I definitely feel like if you feel threatened, speak up. Don't hold it in. Don't worry about what people think of you. Put yourself and your safety first, especially if you are a parent, okay? Because I feel like a lot of you are dealing with someone who has abusive tendencies, abusive qualities to them. That's not all of you, but I feel like some of you are dealing with someone who does have crazy tendencies, and it's very rare that I get two alarming messages like that to be alert. So just really trust your intuition and realize that this person has to have boundaries instilled so that they know what they can and cannot achieve with you. This person knows how to work you. So just be aware of that, okay? Yeah, pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Okay, you guys, I do have to tell you this because, I've never really taken public transportation, but I have to now because of my new job. And I just really want to tell you how easy it is. You don't know when someone's watching you. So on Friday, I had someone come sit by me and I kind of recognized him, but I didn't really know why. And, then he told me later, he was like, oh, do you live here? And I was like, yeah. He's like, oh yeah, I saw you at the station. And, I was like, oh, okay. And then he's like, yeah, I saw you a couple times and this and that. And then I realized that this guy knows what station I get on. He knows, he's been watching me. And I never really recognized him. I wouldn't recognize him, but he recognized me. So just be really alert and pay attention to the red flags because you never know, you may not even know there's danger around you. And I'm not saying that all of you are in danger, but, you don't know. People can be very unassuming. Okay. And, I have to be more alert as well. So just be aware. Children. Yeah. See, some of you are parents. Your love life is being affected by children, or you're dealing with someone. If you're not a parent, you're dealing with someone who's more emotionally immature that you had to separate from. Okay. But you release this person, but this person has not released you. So just be aware that this is someone who doesn't want you to move on. It's like almost like if I can't have you, no one can energy, which is really sick, but men are like that sometimes. Women are like that sometimes. There's people who can be like that sometimes. So just really be aware. And really know that you need to protect yourself first, okay? And I feel like you have new love coming towards you. It says, look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. And you guys are, okay? You guys have the whole world in your hands. And you guys are protected. And you guys are not to be boxed in within a globe. You guys are someone who are free, should be exploring the earth, and you are stronger than you realize. You guys are amazing, and don't let anyone confine you. Don't let anyone pull on your heartstrings. Realize that you are on this earth with a path. You are on this earth for a life purpose, and realize that you are free to love who you want to love. You are free to explore how you want to explore, and don't let anyone interfere or make you feel confined or make you feel bound. Okay. Follow your heart. All right, Capricorns, I'm going to leave it here. I'm sorry it was a little confusing. There was kind of scattered energy in this reading. But I'm going to leave it here. Enjoy the rest of your month. Take care.